What's up, dudes and dudettes of the internet? My name's Scythe, and we are back again for another Trove tutorial, another update to how the dragons actually work and how you get them, because they've added so many different types of dragons. It's absolutely crazy and very, very complicated for a new player, I'll say, to actually understanding the system. So this, of course, is the Lunar Chinese New Year dragon, but he's a little bit different than all the other ones. We're hanging out here in the hub, and then you end up going over to this corner right here, which is the bottom left. I thought it, well, it's the bottom left from spawn. I don't actually know what's north and stuff. Anyway, you end up coming down here, and this is the Dragon Crucible. You can't actually find these in the market because they used to be an alpha item that alpha players still have in their inventory, and so they've been trading them and stuff like that. If you can get your hands on one and put it in your club, it's very, very helpful. Check out my club tutorial, etc. But anyway, what you do, whoopsie daisy, is you open this up, and this is where craziness comes into play. So, of course, there's all these dragon souls and stuff like that, right? And they're going to cost you, this one actually should be removed from the game because old dragon caches, we'll talk about that in a minute, used to actually give dragon essence, and you would need to forge a couple of them together in order to get a dragon soul. Now, all these dragons are very, very, like, these are the old dragons, these are the new ones, and these are the elemental ones. We will talk about all of them. First, in order to get the Azulian dragon, you're going to need a dragon coin. How do you get dragon coins? Every hour in real life, and this is like, so many people always have problems with this, so I'm really, really hoping that I can say this in a way that's concise and understandable. If it's 1 o'clock for you, there's a dragon challenge. If it's 2 o'clock for you, there's another dragon challenge, because they happen every single hour, regardless of if you sign in or not. So usually you'll end up seeing Trove be extremely laggy during these hours because everybody's logging on to do the dragon challenge, and then they jet out of there because who cares? Now, completing dragon challenges, unfortunately I don't have one right now, and I'm a little bit pressed for time, is going to end up giving you dragon caches, lesser dragon caches, I should say. These caches are very rarely going to contain dragon coins. And of course, completing the challenge itself is going to give you like 1 dragon coin guaranteed, I think, or 5 for the first dragon challenge that you do of the day. Isn't that a mouthful? And in general, dragon coins are a little bit harder to get than they should be, mostly because of the amount of dragons that are involved. Because you can see with this one, 10 dragon coins a pop, and you actually, for the Azulian dragon, you're getting 1 soul each. So you're gonna need 40 souls for the Azulian dragon. That's right. So that would be 400 or something. I don't even know how much it is, but all these dragons are absolutely nuts. This is the Neon Dragon, here's the Ancient Dragon, Moonwind Dragon, all the way up to the Starlight Dragon, and then suddenly they changed things up and made it a little bit easier while being a little bit more difficult and a little bit lazier on their part, unfortunately. So the way that this works is, for the Chinese New Year Dragon, you're gonna need the Dormant New Year's Dragon Egg. How do you get those? You go over into, I think it's mobility, right? Is it mobility? Did I pass over it? I always pass over it, man. No? Goods? Yeah, it's in the goods. So here's the Dormant Dragon Egg, which is going to cost you 10,000 cubits, which is a lot of daily quests. You're going to have to fill your star bar over and over and over again. Seriously, it's nuts. And we'll talk about these greater pay-to-win caches in a minute, because you're going to get yourself this egg. There is supposed to be all the other eggs, but they're not in the game yet for some weird reason. Oh, and I guess also I should mention you can buy 5 dragon coins per 750, which it's not too bad if you really don't want to end up grinding it out for yourself. But then you end up using the egg, using all the resources, and you just craft a dragon, period. Same with this one right here, except you can't actually buy this dragon egg right now because they did have it in the extra life pack. You can check that video out if you want. But the extra life pack, as far as I know, isn't there anymore. And the devs said that they were going to end up putting this dragon egg in the store. Same with this one right here. And then there's all these elemental dragons, which I guess we won't really talk about because I have an elemental dragon video, so you can check that out for all the details and actually seeing all of them in action. They're very, very cool dragons. But in short, you're going to have to open an empowered gem box to get your hands very, very rarely on a diamond dragon egg. Or if you're some other people like Dupless, you get it day 1. It sucks. But yeah, so then, of course, last but not least, there is the greater dragon caches. These you spend money on, of course, and the roll that you get in these is considerably insane. I'm pretty sure that the common roll is 10 dragon coins, and then you can get anywhere from 50 to 100 dragon coins, or just get a dragon outright, like the full dragon, and that's it. Now, here's an important change that's happened since the olden days. All of the dragon souls that you get from the pay to win caches are tradable. You can trade those with other players, you can go into the market and stuff like that, but all of these ones that you actually craft, they cannot, because they don't really support the whole free player thing, right? But you can always, like, you know, just use the market and neon dragon, whatever, who cares? You can end up buying some of the dragon souls, however they are going to be a little bit more pricey. If you end up having the flux though, you can end up doing it, and then all of your dragons are going to show up over in the mount section. The way that old dragons used to work is you would get different rewards based on the amount of souls that you had. So for example, let's see right here, like there's the Azulian dragon was the first. At the first soul unlock, you're going to get a little dragon ally. At 5 souls, you're going to get the dragon mount. I call it the cookie cutter mount because it looks horrible. Then at 15 souls, you're going to get the dragon itself. At 30 souls, you're going to get the mount. Oh, the mount that flies. And then finally at 40 souls, you're going to get the maxed out one. All these other dragons, however, you can see the neon one is at 100, and they have a bunch more different rewards. You can always check these out in your badge section. And then of course there's mounts, fledgling, etc. Then there's the primordial dragons have their own section. And if you're wondering about Alburn or Albert or Fortress right here, Fort, each of those you actually have to get out of a Trove of Wonder, which is a very rare chance of dropping. Then there's this one is the Mastery Dragon, so you have to get 300 Mastery for it. It's very underwhelming. This dragon sucks. Nobody likes it. Then there is this one right here, Dacian something or rather. He's the dragon that you get for, I think, 30 people referring you. I think that's what it is. So if you have a friend that wants a referral or something like that, you can go ahead and throw them in. I have a link in the description to my referral code in the basement, the description. But in all honesty, I would recommend sending it to your friend because I'm not getting any more rewards because I already have the maxed out dragon. He's pretty cool though. And either way, I hope that that covered everything for the new way of getting dragons. It's a little bit tedious, honestly, but that's just how it is. So thanks for watching, everybody. If there's anything that I missed, you can leave it in the comment section down below, and I will do my best to try and reply to the really, really difficult questions that I'm sure I ended up missing today. Thanks for watching, though. Don't forget to duke in the like button, share, favorite, and subscribe to Join Team Pixel Side, and stay epic, everybody.